The fate of Red Valley. The flickering light of the temple candles cast long, dancing shadows across the faces of the assembled villagers. Gumus, his chainmail armor gleaming in the dim light, stood shoulder to shoulder with his lifelong friend, Drya, her eyes gleaming with an inner fire that matched the crackling of the brazier. Beside them, Arkin, the quiet ranger, stood watchfully, his long sword resting lightly against his thigh. They were a motley crew, these three, bound by friendship and a shared sense of duty. The air was thick with the scent of wood smoke and fear. Evandel, the elven tracker, his face etched with worry, had warned them of the looming threat. A band of hobgoblins, savage creatures of the wild, had been terrorizing the nearby village of Red Valley, and Evandel, with his deep knowledge of the surrounding forests, was the only one who could lead them to the beast's lair. As they exited the meeting, a shadowy form, cloaked by the night, flitted through the air in near silence. Before anyone could react, the figure vanished into the night. A shiver ran down Drya's spine. "What was that?" she whispered, her voice barely audible above the murmur of the villagers. The next morning, the heroes met at the edge of the village, ready to embark on their perilous quest. But as they waited for Evandel to arrive, a dark figure emerged from the shadows. It was Aldrich, the village leader, his face grim. "You will not go," he declared, his voice hard as flint. "The hobgoblins are too strong. You will only be throwing your lives away." Gumus bristled. "We cannot turn our backs on those who need our help," he said, his voice firm. "Evandel is depending on us." But Aldrich was adamant. "Evandel is a fool," he spat. "You will get us all killed." Drya was very upset by Aldrich. "You are the fool," she snarled. "Now let us pass." Later, at the appointed time and meeting place, our heroes could not find Evandel. "This doesn't feel right," murmured Arkin as he started inspecting the area. Shortly after, he discovered the mangled body of Evandel, barely hidden. "This feels like a message," said Arkin. A wave of anger washed over Gumus. "Who would do such a thing?" he roared. But Gumus and Drya were not ones to be easily dissuaded. They had sworn an oath to protect the innocent, and they would not break it now. With Arkin at their side, they set off, determined to uncover the truth behind Evandel's death and bring justice to the hobgoblins who had terrorized Red Valley for far too long. Their journey would be fraught with peril, but they must first return the body of Evandel and warn Arun Urugwin, priestess of Chontea of the foul play. Soon the three companions will have to continue their journey to save Red Valley. Drya, with her mastery of electricity magic, Gumus, his shield and axe raised high to stand guard against any lurking danger, and Arkin, ever vigilant, to scout it ahead, his keen senses alert to any sign of movement.